Let's start with the first question, which is Yacon Limited. It's quite a few different aspects are tested in this one. ठीक है. You should assume that today's date is 1st of December 2025. Explain whether 1. A company share option scheme CSOP and 2. A share incentive plan SIP will satisfy Yacon Limited's criteria for a tax advantaged share incentive scheme and the income tax implications for the employees of acquiring the shares in each case. ठीक है. अब you should assume that today's date is 1st of December 2025. Daikon, the managing director of Yacon Limited, has requested advice on the tax implications of Yacon Limited setting up a tax advantaged share incentive scheme for its employees, the capital gains tax relief available on the sale of his house, and the potential inheritance tax liability on the gift of the apartment. ठीक है. पहले वो सीसॉप वाला पार्ट देख लेते हैं. याकोन लिमिटेड के बारे में व्हाट डू वी नो. याकोन लिमिटेड इज अ यूके रेसिडेंट अनकोटेड ट्रेडिंग कंपनी, नॉट पार्ट ऑफ अ ग्रुप. ठीक है. इज कंसिडरिंग सेटिंग अप either a CSOP or a share incentive plan, both of which would be offered to selected employees. Yacon Limited criteria for its tax advantaged share incentive scheme. Employees will be selected to join the scheme dependent on their period of employment with the company. If the scheme is a CSOP, each employee will be offered options to purchase shares worth up to 3,000 each year. Employees will exercise the options 5 years after being granted. If the scheme is SIP, each employee will be given free shares up to 3,000 each year. Employees will remove the shares from the plan after 5 years. Now, let me open the sheet on share incentives. ठीक है. I think share incentives पे काफी questions we have seen है ना. पेपर में क्वेश्चंस तो आ रहे हैं बिकॉज एंड ईएमआई पे भी वी लर्न दैट रादर वी रिविजिटेड दैट एस्पेक्ट इन ईएमआई कि ईएमआई स्कीम में अगर होगा तो यू डोंट रियली नीड टू हैव मोर देन 5% होल्डिंग, राइट. सो जस्ट ओपनिंग द शीट ऑफ एस शेयर इंसेंटिव स्कीम्स. ठीक है. एक बार देखो सीसॉप. In CSOP, company can be selective in terms of which employees it is granting this. 1 second, guys. ठीक है. दे आर आस्किंग यू, क्वेश्चन में पूछा क्या है. क्वेश्चन में पूछा है कि एक्सप्लेन वेदर सीसॉप or SIP will satisfy Yacon Limited's criteria for a tax advantaged share incentive scheme and income tax implications for the employees of acquiring the shares in each case. Tell me, are you supposed to have a situation specific answer कि मतलब क्या करना है आपको यहाँ पे. Is it situation specific or they just want you to give the difference between the two schemes? What do you think? See, the way the question is structured, all they want you to do is they want you to tell whether a CSOP scheme will satisfy, or if you want to set up a share incentive plan. So, what is it that you will have to do in order to ensure that the scheme remains tax advantaged? ठीक है. So the value of options granted कितना होना चाहिए under CSOP, what is the amount in the share incentive plan, कितना free shares आप दे सकते हो, और कितना can you be selective about choosing employees. Basically उस सब पे आपको लिखना है. ठीक है. So all they want you to do is just mention कि what are the individual features of each of the schemes. ठीक है, सीसॉप के फीचर्स क्या है, एसआईपी के फीचर्स क्या है. इट इज नॉट, don't waste time on correlating that with the situation. All you have to do is just कंपनी का नाम मेंशन करना है, एंड यू हैव टू से कि अगर सीसॉप रखा फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो what is it that you need to keep in mind. There is a $30,000 का limit to the value of shares for which a participant may hold unexercised options, या फिर conditions for the scheme. You can be selective about granting it to employees, or the cost of setting up such, मतलब ये तो चलो, this is like a deduction that you can get. But basically, eligible employees कौन हो, who can be eligible employees. The option must be exercised between 3 and 10 years of the grant. So if you mention all of these points, that is precisely what they are asking you. कि look at the data and tell us कि which of the, so what is it that the company needs to do in order to have a tax advantaged share incentive plan. ठीक है, so part A, you are required to write down the conditions which need to be fulfilled if you want to make the plan a tax advantaged share incentive plan. Write down the conditions for CSOP and for SIP. Just conditions लिखो, जॉब डन, और कुछ भी नहीं करना है. Mention the name of the company in your answer for correlating with facts of the case. ठीक है, और कुछ भी नहीं. अब calculate with brief explanations the PRR and letting relief which are available to reduce the chargeable gain on Daikon's sale of his house. ठीक है, Daikon was gifted an apartment by his aunt Jikama on 5th of June 2023. He never lived in this apartment. He will sell the house he currently lives in and move into apartment on 31st of December 2025. Daikon purchased this house on 1st of July 2017 when he was employed overseas. Daikon did not own any other property from 1st of July 2017 and 4th of June 2023. The sale of the house on 31st of December 2025 will give rise to a chargeable gain of 1,45,000 before any relief. Daikon moved into the house on 1st of Jan 2018 on his return to the UK. He has occupied the house since 1st of Jan 2018. Apart from the period from 1st of July 2019 to 31st of December 2020, when he was once again employed overseas, Daikon resumed exclusive occupation of the house on 1st of Jan 2021. Since 1st of April 2021, Daikon has let the basement of the house, which comprises 25% of the property, for residential use, retaining exclusive occupation of the remaining 75% for himself. अब बताइए, हाउ डू वी गो अबाउट द कैलकुलेशन ऑफ PRR. अपने को एग्जेम्प्ट पीरियड निकालना पड़ेगा एंड चार्जेबल पीरियड निकालना पड़ेगा, राइट. सो लेट्स राइट इट डाउन हियर. Let's write down the periods. 1st of July 17 to 1st of Jan 18. Then 1st of Jan 18 to apart from 1 July 19 to 31 December 20, when he was once again employed overseas. ठीक है, 1 जुलाई से ही वॉज एम्प्लॉयड ओवरसीज, so 30th June तक ही वॉज स्टेइंग इन द हाउस. देन 1st of July 19 to
31st December 2020.
उसके बाद
1st January 21.
टू
No, it will be 31st December 20. 1st January 21 to April 21. 1st April 21.
फिर 1 अप्रैल 2021 से
2023. He sold his house.
when did he sell the house? थर्टी
Mm,
फर्स्ट
would
डिसम्बर
be,
ट्वेंटी फाइव
हाँ.
राइट। तो उसके पहले के लास्ट 9 मंथ्स आर ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी एग्जेम्प्ट, है ना। तो
Yes, sir.
लास्ट 9 मंथ्स कैसे आएगा अपना? अप्रैल, सॉरी यहाँ पे 1 April 2025 to
31st December 25.
25, लास्ट 9 मंथ्स विल ऑलवेज बी ट्रीटेड एज फुल्ली एग्जेम्प्ट। फिर इधर क्या पीरियड आएगा? 1 April 2021 to 31 March 2025, करेक्ट। Let's talk about exempt and chargeable. Or 27, sorry, 17. 1 July 17 to 1 Jan 18, कितना?
7 months.
7 मंथ्स। 7 मंथ्स नहीं, 6 मंथ्स ना।
Yes, sir, 6 months.
Yes,
First
sir.
July 17, he moved into the house, so he was not occupying it, right? If not occupying, then chargeable 6 months.
Yes, sir. But he was employed overseas.
So will it be included?
It will be included in the period of ownership, no, sir? Because any period spent overseas due to employment.
Does the before after clause apply to this? Should be
Yes,
preceded
sir.
and followed by periods of occupation.
Yes, yes.
So it is not preceded, right?
Yes, sir.
तो चार्जेबल में ही रहेगा, है ना।
Yes, sir.
ओके। अब Jan 18 to June 19, 18 मंथ्स है, ऑक्यूपाइड था। सॉरी, 18 मंथ्स में रखते हैं इसको। July 19 to December 20, कितना हो गया? अगेन 1.5 ईयर्स हो गया ना, 18 मंथ्स हो गया। July 19 to
Yes.
December 20 ही वॉज एम्प्लॉयड ओवरसीज। इसको अगेन देर आर 18 मंथ्स। लेट्स सी इसका क्या करना है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन वेदर इट इज प्रिसीडेड एंड फॉलोड। Jan 21 to March 21 ऑक्यूपाइड था ना,
Yes, sir.
मंथ्स के लिए, सॉरी 3 मंथ्स के लिए, राइट। इफ नाउ इट इज ऑक्यूपाइड, तो अब नाउ लुक एट द इम्प्लीकेशंस। सो ये 18 मंथ्स का पीरियड वेयर ही वॉज वर्किंग ओवरसीज इज प्रिसीडेड एंड फॉलोड बाय पीरियड्स ऑफ एक्चुअल ऑक्यूपेशन। सो इधर 18 आ जाएगा।
Yes, sir.
अप्रैल, लास्ट 9 मंथ्स आर ऑलवेज एग्जेम्प्ट फुल्ली, है ना। अब इधर कितना मंथ है ये? April 21 to March 25, 9 मंथ्स ऑफ 21 प्लस 12 months of 22, 12 months of 23, 12 months of 24 एंड 3 months of 25, 48 मंथ्स हो गया, है ना।
Yes,
फोर्टी
sir.
एट में से 75 ऑक्यूपाइड है, 75% इज ऑक्यूपाइड एंड 25% इज लेट आउट, है ना। तो
Yes,
इसको
sir.
36 और 12 में स्प्लिट कर देंगे।
So that 75% तो letting out relief में आएगा ना?
हाँ, बट it is not considered occupied anyway ना, because he did not occupy it for that part of the house, तो अपना PRR LR साथ में ही निकलेगा ना।
नहीं,
बट
मतलब ये 36 is not that 3 years वाला कि 3 years due to any other reason.
नहीं, बट वो तो he was occupying the house ना,
हाँ.
he was living in it, तो इसमें डीम्ड नहीं है, ये एक्चुअल है।
Okay, sir.
ठीक है। 84 हो गया, 18 हो गया। नाउ टोटल गेन, सो लेट्स कैलकुलेट PRR। 1,45,000 इंटू 84 अपॉन कितना डिनोमिनेटर में 102।
102।
चलो टेल मी।
119412।
119412। LR कैसे होगा? लेटिंग रिलीफ।
It will be lower of 40,000 or PRR or LR.
लोएस्ट ऑफ 40,000 PRR ऑफ 119412 एंड एक और कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ेगा ना आपको,
Yes, sir. Letting relief.
विच इज 1,45,000 इंटू
36.
नो नॉट 36, 12।
Yes.
कितना आता है?
17,059. 17,059.
तो कितना हो जाएगा लेटिंग रिलीफ विच इज द लोएस्ट, राइट? ये
Yes.
और ये हो गया।
Yes, sir.
जस्ट द एबिलिटी टू रिकॉल वाज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट हियर। ठीक है। Now, explain the inheritance tax implications of Jicama's gift of the apartment to Daikon on 5th of June 2023 if Jicama were to die in December 2028. Acha, explain the gift to me. What was gifted?
A residential property.
A residential property was gifted. ठीक है।
Yes, sir.
एंड जो रेसिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टी है it was gifted on 5th of June 2023. So, will it be considered a potentially exempt transfer
Yes, sir. Because it was given from an aunt.
from one human to another person? ठीक है। और अच्छा, एक और चीज ऑब्जर्व करो। एनीथिंग एल्स अबाउट दिस? It was on the condition of her continuing to live in the property for foreseeable future. Is this gift with a reservation of benefit?
Yes, sir.
Yes. But she went to live with her sister on 12th of March. And then she removed the condition that she had previously imposed. So reservation of benefit was lifted, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if Jikama dies in December 25, this is within 7 years of the date of original gift. So both original PET and then everything else becomes taxable, right? मतलब
Yes, sir.
otherwise, and of course taper relief will apply.
Yes, sir.
So मतलब straightforward है, right? Have they asked you to calculate the tax? No. They have only asked you to explain the inheritance tax implications. तो जितना पूछा है उतना ही करो. Don't overdo it. ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
So straightforward सा ही question है in my opinion.